Looking ahead then, what would you say are the most significant challenges, but also, equally importantly, the key opportunities in managing intellectual property within this rapidly evolving field of fermentation technology?
That's a critical question for anyone operating in this space. Let's start with the challenges, because they are significant. One major hurdle is simply the high costs and complexities of patent filing and maintenance. We're talking initial application fees, often substantial legal fees for expert drafting and prosecuting the patent application through the examination process, and then those ongoing maintenance fees stretching potentially over 2 decades. It requires meticulous documentation, very strategic drafting of the claims. It's a resource-intensive process, no doubt about it.
So it favors larger companies sometimes.
It can be a barrier for smaller entities, yes, although there are sometimes programs to assist them. Another major challenge is navigating different IP laws in global markets. As we discussed, each country has its own nuances. Protecting an invention globally requires a deep understanding of international IP law, strategic decisions about where to file based on markets and competitor activity, and careful coordination. It's complex and costly to manage protection across multiple jurisdictions. And finally, a perhaps more subtle challenge is balancing transparency with confidentiality and collaborations. Innovation often involves partnerships, right? Joint ventures, research collaborations. But when you collaborate, you inevitably need to share some proprietary information, some technology. Striking that right balance, sharing enough to make the collaboration work effectively, while still protecting your core trade secrets and competitive edge, is extremely challenging. It usually requires very carefully drafted non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, and collaboration contracts.
That tension sounds tricky to manage. But what about the flip side? What are the opportunities?
Yes. The opportunities are equally significant, and they are why companies invest so heavily in IP. Firstly, strategic partnerships and investments are greatly facilitated by a strong IP portfolio. Patents clearly demonstrate a company's innovation, its technological prowess, and its potential competitive edge. This makes the company highly attractive to potential partners for licensing deals, joint ventures, or strategic alliances looking to access that technology. It also attracts investors.
Right, IP is a magnet for funding.
Exactly. Which leads to the second point. Strong IP serves to enhance company valuation. Intellectual property is not just a legal right, it's a tangible, valuable asset. A well-managed IP portfolio clearly showcases innovation and market potential, significantly boosting a company's overall worth. This makes the company much more attractive not only to investors providing capital, but also in potential merger or acquisition scenarios.
So it adds real value to the bottom line.
Definitely. And perhaps most critically, effective IP management is key to encouraging continuous innovation. By providing a mechanism to protect new ideas and inventions, it fosters a culture of innovation within the company. Knowing that their R&D efforts can be legally protected and potentially generate returns encourages companies to keep investing in research and development. Securing IP rights ensures they benefit directly from these investments, which helps them maintain that crucial long-term competitive edge in the marketplace.
It certainly seems the upfront investment and complexity involved in IP protection come with very significant potential payoffs down the line, really shaping a company's trajectory and future. So, to maybe wrap up this segment, thinking about those payoffs, what are the ultimate financial benefits or rewards for companies that really get it right, that effectively manage their intellectual property in the fermentation space? Because, at the end of the day, for businesses, it often comes down to the bottom line.
Absolutely. The financial benefits can be substantial and really multifaceted when IP is managed strategically. First and foremost, perhaps the most direct benefit, is exclusive market rights. As we said, patents grant the holder the exclusive right to exploit the invention. This legally prevents anyone else from making, using, or selling that patented product or process without permission. This exclusivity directly translates into a significant competitive advantage. It can allow the patent holder to potentially dominate their specific market niche, build strong market share, and crucially, often command premium pricing for their unique offerings because there's no direct competition using the same patented technology. This can lead to very healthy profit margins.
So, market power and pricing power.
Precisely. Beyond direct sales of their own products, there's also considerable potential for revenue generation through other means. Patents can become powerful assets for generating income streams. Companies can license their technology to other businesses, maybe in different fields or geographical markets. They receive royalties or upfront fees in exchange for granting the right to use the patented innovation. This is a fantastic way to leverage R&D investments and generate revenue without necessarily having to scale up manufacturing or distribution globally yourself.
Letting others use your tech for a fee.
Exactly. And finally, as we touched upon regarding valuation, patents significantly enhance a company's attractiveness to investors. A strong IP portfolio signals lower risk and higher potential returns, which can lead to increased funding through equity investments, venture capital, or even favorable loan terms. This capital can then be reinvested to fuel further growth, research, and expansion. So IP truly becomes a valuable revenue-generating asset right there on the balance sheet.
We've really gone on quite a deep dive today, haven't we? Exploring everything from that strategic dance between secrecy and formal patents, digging into the nuances of different patent types, all the way through to the complexities of the global legal landscape that protects innovation in industrial fermentation. What an incredible journey, really, into this intersection of cutting-edge science and vital legal strategy. As we start to conclude this deep dive, here's something perhaps for you, our listener, to consider. As fermentation technology continues to push boundaries, especially in really critical areas like sustainable production, creating new bio-based materials, or advancing human health, how will we as a global community balance that critical need for protected innovation, the very thing that drives these breakthroughs, with the equally important desire for widespread, equitable access to these crucial solutions? Solutions that could potentially benefit all of humanity. It's a real tension, isn't it, between incentivizing discovery and ensuring broad benefit. That balance will surely be central to the future of this field. Thank you so much for sharing your invaluable insights today and guiding us through this complex but absolutely vital topic with such clarity and detail. It's been incredibly enlightening. And thank you, our listener, for joining us on the deep dive. We really hope this conversation has given you a fresh perspective, maybe sparked some curiosity, and provided some powerful aha moments to carry forward.